story you'll only see here. Today, News Channel 5 learned an already difficult process is getting even worse.
Protest groups eager to get their message out at the RNC this summer say the city's application program just does not work. Megan Hickey joins us live on 5 outside the queue where the demonstrators are hoping to gather while delegates get to work inside. Megan, some groups are thinking about pulling out of the application process.
Right, they tell me they're unsatisfied with the march route and regulations, saying it's not worth the painful application process. Meanwhile, their counterparts in Philly already have their permits in hand. Ohio-based Stand Together Against Trump already filed an application with the city.
I don't think this is going to be a realistic time frame.
Now they're back at it.
So we were looking for options that weren't actually on the application.
Brian Hambley tells me his group had an entire team working on the application yesterday, calling the city several times for help. Here's the application. Several groups have noted that there's no submit button, and an external link sometimes leads to errors like this. Hambley said they're just trying to do it right.
We wanted to show good faith with the city. We wanted to show that we're open to different routes that adjust for the concerns that the city has.
But groups like Organize Ohio say they're considering not applying the second time around because of all that red tape.
It's a way of just kind of saying, well, you can do a march, but not a real march. And you can't do a rally, and you can't get your message out. Based on what they've put forward, this is not something we can go forward with.
Organize Ohio had planned a close to 5,000-person rally, but the city doesn't even have a permit option for that.
This makes it virtually impossible for groups to be able to get their messages out.
We can't wait.
Meanwhile, the city of Philadelphia has already approved 4 massive rallies less than half a mile from their convention center for the DNC.
They're trying to be far more restrictive to people who want to do peaceful marches in Cleveland than they are in Philadelphia.
And with less than 7 weeks to go, these groups are still hoping for a compromise. And I reached out to the city to see if they've gotten any complaints. I did not get an answer, but they said groups can call the Office of Assessments and Licenses for help. Live in Cleveland, Megan Hickey, News Channel 5.